And let me ask you, how did you go about the casting process? Have you been friends? How did the casting, you're not quite sure?
I think Rob should talk a little bit about why they were brought in just a few weeks before we started shooting, and it was great, and I really enjoyed the meeting, and I'm really happy for Rob. Yeah, you want to talk a little about
my approach was to do a Christopher Walken accent, although I came along in a really weird time for me. I was straight after I got back from The Hobbit and just before Pacific Rim, and I got the script through, and it was a great script. And that was the appeal, really, because you get a lot of these kind of really low-budget indie movies come along, and most of them aren't very good. And then you get a good script, and it's like the only analogy I can use is cooking, because 90% of a good recipe is the ingredients. If you buy good ingredients, you got a good dish. And this was good ingredient, you know what I mean? The script was really, really good. It was interesting. It was superpowers. We all want to be superheroes. And it was a humanized version of that, like you said, and it was very, very appealing. I still don't know why it gave me the job. We went along and had a meeting, and then next thing I know, it was like, yeah, you can do it. I was like, oh, shit. I better start preparing my American accent. Not sure about that one.
That wasn't supposed to get so much of a laugh.
No, that wasn't supposed to get a laugh at all. But that was, as people who work for the film know, that my accent. Not good. Literally, it was ridiculous because I can't do an American accent, and it's been like a bane of my life for my entire career, and trying to actually get it right is like before. It was alright, but we
nailed it.
we had this thing before every shot. We'd have the lines, and me and Jesse would be sitting there going, "Hey Lee, it's so nice to see you," and the whole thing would be in this Christopher Walken kind of sound, and then it kind of made it onto the screen, and I was watching myself, and I was thinking of Walken the whole way through, and that was kind of my entire prep for the movie.
So you didn't have a coach for dialect?
I did hire a coach for dialects, but they're expensive, and I'm poor. So I had them for a very short period of time. I think she helped. The struggle that I felt, and we talked about this a lot, was I felt a lot of times that when I was doing that, I had to choose between doing a good accent or a good performance, and I think your editor saved my ass a whole bunch of times.
You only overdubs, 4 lines, 5 lines for accents, what do you do?
Just 4 or 5 lines out of 7. Next question.
I'd like to have you guys both speak just a little bit more. What was the process like getting into that character? I mean, that's where I'm coming from. I want to know how you got there, because that's a tough role to take on. You had so many layers. And then I also want to ask the audience to be able to ask you guys questions, because theirs are usually so much more entertaining than mine.
Well, it was much easier to do, like you said, it's all in the script. It's really easy to make a good character if you've got one written for you. And Jesse is an unbelievably talented writer, and I think, that's his first time directing film. That's his first feature film, and I think that's what it is. You've got to bear in mind. But if anybody's seen Pacific Rim, our budget for Pacific Rim was $200 million+, and the budget for this film was $200,000. And the way they shot with the help of the smoke machine, people remember that. That was a really well shot, really well timed. It was a great film, and it's definitely not the last time director. He's bloody talented.
It's like, in this day and age, you can make things look quite pretty for not too much of a budget, but with the way it falls apart and things like every detail from the smoke machine to the production design to the makeup to everything else, it doesn't come.
Wow. huge difference. Like, when you're dealing with zero budget, you're dealing with a lot of goodwill. You're hoping that people will work for long hours for no pay, or, you know, and the conditions arguably is great, and so forth like that. So, like I said at the beginning, you're asking people to kind of invest in a labour of love, essentially, and do it not because they're getting paid big money, or because, you know, it's going to be fantastic for their career. They're doing it because they love the project. And, you know, we got a whole group of people like Emma Line, like Christian, like Steve over there. Like, they're great, great actors that are really trying, like, giving their time and busting their nuts to do it. And you know, like, I remember we were, like, everybody was jumping in, like, you wouldn't see Guillermo del Toro helping to move sets around, but you could see Jesse, like, labouring around, and, you know, people helping with makeup, helping with sets, helping with everything. Everybody's kind of mucked in together. And it's a much more kind of communal experience, I think, working on a small film like this. It's a much more family feeling, and that's kind of the main appeal of doing it. I've worked on 3, you know, massive budget movies, and they're all fine and everything, but you feel very much a cog in a huge machine. You're just, you know, just an actor. But with these kind of productions, you're part of the family, and that's the whole appeal and kind of what attracts you to it. And you kind of get away with a lot more.
I just want to interject and ask you guys. I had a thought when I was watching the film, the woman kept morphing into different women. Was there a reason for that I missed? That why was she always something?
It was always a mistake. Yes, we
talked about it as we were filming it, didn't we, Chris? I mean, it was very much a case of, we were sitting there and I was like, okay, is this a happy ending? Because we just killed this kid, both his parents. and what's he going to do? He's lost, he's angry, he's mad, he's like, I really hate the special forces. I hate America, he came to my town, and, you know, and he hates redheads. Like, for the rest of his life, he hates redheads. Oh, actually, he hates blondes as well. I stole his bike. He left it there, to be fair. But, you know, finders keepers. But yeah, no, that was, we joked about that a lot, the sequel, Kip's Revenge. I can explain this if you let me. Sure.
Because she didn't have any pheromones.
No, but she's dead, so who cares about her. But, no, the idea was, Steve said at some point during the script, he said there's never been a photograph taken of her as an adult. They had no idea what she actually looked like, and everybody who'd ever seen her had seen her as their heart's desire. So there was nobody had any idea what she looked like, only where she lived. So that when she was dead, it was very easy to say, that one.
The necklace was really the pinpoint, you know, when he meets Guy in the diner, you know, and that's what we went with. But I'm sure there's a version of a woman with this power who only attracts women and doesn't attract men. You know, it's, you know, I just haven't met those other characters.
I wish I had her power.
But the men were attracted to him. They wanted to hurt him.
Yes.
Down.
Exactly.
Them.
Yeah.
So why were they beating him up?
Because she said it in the film, like the smell of her on me reminded them of her and was therefore a tease.
So why weren't they humping you instead of?
Well, that happened after that scene. That was cut, unfortunately. I knocked the guy down and said, "Why are you attacking me?" He went, "I don't know." I went, "Well, let's make out." But that was, again, it was a very different film. But like I said, it smelled of her, but it wasn't her, so it made them angry and jealous. And everybody that was in that fight scene that tried to beat me up were people that were on her monitor that she showed me, were people who had been affected by her previously. And then I walk along and I smell like her, and they're like, "Hold on, I'm not great." And they get angry. No, military police. It was the bit at the end where the 3 guys are looking into the car and one sees one girl, one sees the other girl. Well, the 3rd guy looked into the car and saw a dude. Oh, yeah. But we decided, obviously, that rule had to apply, so we had to cut that, but it didn't affect that. But yeah, no, but that was my favourite moment.
It's supposed to be the extra kind of funny thing to deal with, but yeah. And that, as people know watching the movie, that frog was not the most collaborative of performers. I kind of wish, I think we invited the ACs and stuff, because one of the ACs did adopt the frog afterwards. And I wonder how long they stayed alive.
get it. Sorry, let's right over there.
Oh, yes, why did you, what brought you to make the film in Millis, and can you talk more about the house?
Sure. Yes, okay. We came just through a personal connection. You should have seen what we did to that house. I mean, there were no flowers on the front. It was clean. There was no, like, all those books. I never get over that. When the first days we get there, and they just upended this truck. And what was it, like thousands of books that just fell out. You know what? And then, you know, all those flowers are replacing on a daily basis. I mean, we really went to town on that house. And you guys were very, very, very patient. Thank you very much. But yeah, it was a beautiful house in a beautiful area. And to be honest, you're not going to find a house rural and beautiful like that anywhere in California.